Gilas is home after a productive stint in a pocket tournament in China. Now, what were the lessons learned for Gilas as it prepares for the FIBA World Cup? Let's find out right now. Joining us to go all out on this story is Gilas Filipinas pool member, big man AJ Edu, who is now back in the Philippines and joining us via Zoom. Hi, AJ. Good evening. Thank you for being back on the show, kid.
Hi, Sir Andre. Thanks for having me on.
No, thank you. Thank you. I know you just landed earlier this afternoon. Were you able to get some rest? Was it a tiring trip, all in all?
It was a pretty short flight compared to the flights that we've done. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, and yeah, definitely I'm just able to relax, which is nice.
Yeah, and you go back to practice tomorrow. AJ, when you get some rest, come by here anytime. The doors of CNN Philippines Sports Desk, this show, always open to you, kid. You faced Iran and Senegal twice in a total of 4 games during that pocket tournament, AJ. You beat Iran and then lost to Senegal. Then Gilas went on to win its last 2 games. You averaged 8.5 points, 8.75 rebounds, close to 9 rebounds, close to 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.25 blocks per game in 4 games. How would you describe the level of competition there, AJ?
It was really good competition. I think for me, this is the highest level of international basketball competition I've faced, and pretty. Comparable to maybe, playing Division One basketball, or maybe even higher than that, honestly, with a lot of these guys being pros themselves. So yeah, the competition was really good. A huge, great experience in terms of, preparation for what it's going to be like in the World Cup. So yeah, it was really good.
How would you assess overall your performance? You had in your first game, you had 9 points, 9 boards, and a block. Second game, you had 4.7 boards. Third game against Senegal, you had 13, 7, and 1 block. In the last game against Iran, 8, 12 boards, and 3 blocks. It was a great stint for you there, AJ. But you yourself, how would you grade your performance in 4 games?
Yeah, no, I was really thankful for this tournament. Definitely brought a lot of confidence in for me personally, in my game, and just being able to, compete, and make an impact at, that level. Just it's a huge boost for me. So yeah, I thought it was a good tournament for myself, good tournament for the team, and we'll definitely want to build off this as we get closer to the World Cup.
Mm-hmm. Fans have been raving about the performance of Gilas' front court in China. And like, as I said, you were fantastic. They say you're a revelation in that tournament. You're a young kid, 23 years old, still a long way to go, 6'10", as well as your all-out hustle on both ends as well. You've dealt with injuries, 3 to be exact, in the past. Now, how confident are you that you're finally hitting your stride back on the court, and how does it feel to just be back out there with Gilas?
Oh yeah, definitely very confident. That I'm finally hitting that stride, and this tournament was a really good foundation. I want to continue to build. I want to continue to increase my impact. But yeah, as I said, this tournament was huge for me in terms of confidence. Knowing that I can compete with these guys, and I can play at this level. And yeah, just want to continue to build from that, and establish more off that foundation.
Do you still feel any pain with your knees? Or do you feel 100% out of 100%? How far along way are you?
Oh, yeah, I felt really good. Felt 100%.
Yeah.
Felt good moving around, and yeah, felt great.
And I did mention the big man, front court. You're playing alongside national team veterans, Gilas veterans, your Kuyas, the Kraken, Junmar Fajardo, and Japet Aguilar. Did they give any tips? How is it like playing with Japet, with Junmar, who's been on, and they were hyped. They were hyped as well. Every time you get a basket, here's a 3. Your teammates just cheering on you, giving you confidence, AJ.
Yeah, that was, another huge aspect of this tournament was just, how supportive my teammates were, how much, they encouraged me to shoot. They were literally telling me, like, yeah, if you're open, you better shoot it. And, that game where, I hit a few, was off the confidence that they had built. And of course, yeah, Kuya Japs and Kuya Jumar have, been people I looked up to, and to be playing with them, It's been really cool. And yeah, I've just been trying to soak in,
Yeah.
from watching them and from the example that they're setting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the experience they have is invaluable. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to learn as much as I can.
Well, it is August 8th. World Cup begins August 25th here in the Philippines. And as we've mentioned, Jordan Clarkson, JC, is back in the Philippines. He will be reinforcing you guys, and he will be joining you in training. I believe you have training tomorrow night. It's been a while since JC played with Gilas. Now, as we take a look at some videos taken earlier this morning of Clarkson's arrival, AJ, how big of an impact will JC's presence be for Gilas, for you personally, and just him being there now? Okay, it's real now. We're ready.
Yeah, it's gonna have a huge impact for sure. Obviously him, with the talent and the ability that he has playing at the highest level, and not only just playing, but like really, being a huge like star in the NBA, having that person on your team definitely, just adds to the confidence that, we have in ourselves and in this team. And I mean, he's not even practiced with us yet, and you can already see the impact that, it's having on the country and definitely, us as a team as well. So, just really excited to,
Mm-hmm.
for me to meet him, and then just to learn and to, be part of the team with him.
Yeah, you'll be meeting him for the first time, correct? And you'll be training with him.
Yep.
Yeah, that will be exciting. Jordan Clarkson, a guy we just watched in the NBA, right, Jay? Like, do you imagine already? Do you picture yourself with that two-man game, pick and roll, pick and pop? Because you've been hitting threes as well in China. Do you picture that already? Like, setting screens for Jordan Clarkson?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it'll be a bit surreal, I think, oh, Jordan Clarkson is coming off a screen that I set.
Yeah.
And, it's gonna be it's gonna be a cool thing. So yeah, just really excited.
Yeah, just roll to the basket. Maybe he can throw a pocket pass to you, or just take it from the outside, or just freeing him up for the three. A lot of options with that. Do you have an idea if JC will be joining you in training already tomorrow night, AJ?
I'm not entirely sure, but
Okay.
I believe he is, but
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know for sure personally.
Yeah, maybe he's still jet lagged, but who knows? Maybe, yeah, he'll be there. We saw photos of him already at the training facility. Okay, time of the essence here. We cannot stress enough. A little over 2 weeks to go, AJ, before the FIBA World Cup, and the Philippines is co-hosting, especially in this critical period leading up to the biggest basketball showcase, global showcase. I asked you if you're 100% personally, but how about Gilas after seeing them in China? Now Jordan Clarkson is coming in training. Is Gilas 100%? Like how far along are we?
It's hard to say
Okay.
whether we're 100% yet, just because Jordan and Kai haven't been able to join. But
Yeah.
we made huge strides in China,
Yeah.
and I think people are seeing we're starting to really work together both
Yeah.
defensively and offensively,
Yeah.
and just being able to integrate JC, being able to integrate Kai, will make a huge will just better us even more. So I wouldn't say we're 100% yet, but once those guys are added, I think we'll be pretty close.
You mentioned Kai. He's a good friend of yours. You've played with Kai, also in the youth team, right? That will be a great picture again, having you and Kai Soto in the World Cup Twin Towers, and then Jordan Clarkson. My question is, have you spoken with Kai? And do you think Kai will be joining us soon? Answer that after the break. Our all-out conversation with Gilas Pilipinas pool member, big man, AJ Edu. He's a great kid. We'll continue after this really quick timeout. Stay tuned to Sports Desk only here on CNN Philippines, where we go all out for the day's top sports stories. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sports Desk only here on CNN Philippines. And our guest today, Gilas Pilipinas pool member, 6'10", 23-year-old big man AJ Edu, having a fantastic stint with Gilas in China in the pocket tournament. In 4 games, he averaged 8.5 points, 8.75 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks per game. I did mention Jordan Clarkson a while ago, and also Kai, but how about JC? You said JC, it's going to be fun having him, meeting him for the first time, playing with him for the first time, those pick and rolls, pick and pops, two-man game screens. But how do you think playing with an NBA star, former Sixth Man of the Year, a legit NBA star, Jordan Clarkson, help you? AJ grow as a player moving forward?
I mean, for me, the goal, has always been the NBA ultimately.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I know.
no, there's no better way to learn from, someone who's actually, been there and done that. So for me, it'll just be about soaking in as much, information as I can from, watching him, but also, speaking to him, asking him questions, trying to understand, the what it takes basically, because, he has the firsthand experience. So yeah, it'll just be about learning as much as I can from him.
Well, I did mention earlier before we took a break, that was the hanging question. You and Kai Soto go way back, Gilas youth, right, in the youth teams. And unfortunately, Kai has yet to come to practice. Well, he has, unfortunately, hasn't suited up yet. But he goes to practice, right? He goes to practice. I know he visits, right, Jay? Kai visits you guys
Yeah,
in
yeah.
trainings. He is dealing with back spasms, with that back pain. But some fans are saying, some netizens saying, well, no Kai, no problem, because AJ Edu has impressed a lot, but especially in that pocket tournament in China. But I know that having Kai still will be a big boost. 7'3", Kai Soto. Now I ask you this, with some fans saying, it's okay if we don't have Kai. Do you think Gilas will be better off without Kai Soto? And have you kept in touch with Kai and know when is Kai, if and when, joining Gilas in training?
Yeah, I mean, Kai being part of the team would be huge. It would be a huge boost. I understand, people, thinking maybe could we do without him, but I think, having someone of Kai's ability and talent will only help the team. And I mean, for me personally, having played with him at the junior level,
Yeah.
I know how much, he makes his teammates better. He made me better when we played at the junior level. So I know, I would love to play with him again and, have that same, tandem that we had, at the junior level, now
Yeah.
at the senior level. So, he's only going to make the team better. So, yeah, really hoping that everything works out. And yeah, I haven't spoken to him. Last time I spoke to him was just before we left for
China.
China.
Yeah.
So I don't really know exactly what's going on, but I'm just hoping, everything works out.
Yeah, your chemistry. That's what I was thinking. Your chemistry with Kai, because you know each other very well. In Tagalog, we say yung amuyan, right? Like you guys
Hmm.
know, like your presence. You know when he's, like Kai, he's a good passer for a big man. So he
Yeah.
knows, right? Especially in the baseline. If Coach Shot wants to go big with two young bigs, you and Kai, hopefully in the World Cup together. And if and when Kai does join Gilas, we have a little over 2 weeks, 17 days remaining before the World Cup on August 25th. Do you think that will be enough time to gel with Kai, integrating Kai, now JC in training? Do you think that will be enough time?
I think so. I mean, these guys, have been part of the qualifiers, and Kai has been, played with Gilas at almost every level,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of juniors, and so I think for them, having that experience already in their bag, it'll be a pretty quick transition. It's not like they're coming in, like completely cold. Like they have experience playing with Gilas recently under Coach Chot. So I think the integration should be pretty seamless.
Well, all eyes obviously now on Gilas. We did great with the Philippine women's football team in the FIFA Women's World Cup with the Filipinas. Coach Shot was telling me you guys were watching. That was really big with a win over New Zealand. Now it's going to be, it's a basketball country. Philippines is a basketball country, but now it's all about the World Cup with all the other countries coming in. How will you guys temper these great expectations ahead of the Global Basketball Showcase that will be hosted here in the Philippines?
Yeah, I mean, these expectations are natural. As you said, it's a basketball country, and everyone wants us to do well and has the expectation that we do well. But yeah, I mean, we can't, as a team, focus on that too much. We can really just go out there, play our best, play with heart, play with passion, and all the preparation that we've put in. Just make sure that we put that to show when that time comes, and whatever happens. yeah, we just, don't want to have any regrets on that aspect. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. We've been working really hard as a team, and, getting better every day. So I'm really excited for when that time comes, on August 25th.
AJ, I didn't mention the Filipinas. How were you inspired by what our Philippine women's football team did in the World Cup, and and say, we hope we can do this as well on our own World Cup?
Yeah, I was hugely inspired. I'm a big soccer fan. Being
Yeah,
growing up in England for
England.
half
Yeah,
my
I
life.
know. I know. Yeah.
Huge soccer fan. So yeah, just seeing what they achieved at the World Cup, shocking shocking New Zealand, who were a host nation. That's just motivation for us. They created history. We want to do the same. So yeah, it was definitely hugely inspiring.
And I know, I'm hoping that Gilas Pilipinas will also shock everybody in the World Cup here in the Philippines. Jay, Coach Shot Reyes has yet to name the final 12. So we want to know, we're live on Sports Desk here on CNN Philippines tonight. Why should AJ Edu be a part of Gilas Pilipinas' final 12 for the 2023 FIBA World Cup?
Yeah, well, I think, this pocket tournament kind of showed, the versatility that I have offensively and defensively. And I think, versatility, especially, in my position at the 4 or 5 is really important. But, ultimately, it's not my decision. It's up to, coaching staff and SPP. But, I'm confident that, being able to showcase my abilities, should be enough. But yeah, we'll see.
Kid, you've been through a lot. 3 knee injuries. I like the hunger. I like the humility and your passion. Just keep on playing. Just play. Keep on going. Keep on growing, kid. What do you want to tell all the Gilas
Thank you,
Pilipinas
sir.
fans right now, AJ? What do you want to tell them? Your message.
Yeah, guys, just, the support has been amazing. Even in this pocket tournament, I've been feeling the love from everyone, their encouragement, so just, yeah, thankful for all the support and, keep on supporting. We're working really hard, to, just represent really well for you guys in the World Cup. So yeah, just keep the support going and, yeah, we'll do our best.
Keep going, kid. Keep on going. I like your passion. Again, the humility and the hunger. Keep on going. We're rooting for you. I mean that personally. And the doors of this show here on Sports Desk on CNN Philippines always open to you live in the studio, kid. I'll see you in Ortigas again when I do my run.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay. Get some rest. That was Gilas Pilipinas pool member.
All right.
Big man, 6'10", 23-year-old AJ Edu.